What is the due diligence period in Utah? Well, that's what we're covering today. So you'll want to stick around because we are starting right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole Bowdle and I am a local real estate agent in Park City, Utah with Sterling Real Estate. When you are buying a home, there is something called a due diligence period. This period is where you are investigating anything and everything that is of material concern to you about this property. Here in Utah, we have a buyer due diligence form that all buyers are required to sign, and it is a whopping 24 sections. Now, something to remember is that the due diligence timeline is always negotiable. However, a typical due diligence period here in Utah is usually 10 to 15 days for a close that is 45 days or less. So sometimes it is good to do your research on certain things in advance before you decide to actually put in an offer. Items that you might want to consider researching before you put in your offer are the commute time. How far is it to and from work? Who are your neighbors? Do you like your neighbors? Do you have little children? Are there registered sex offenders in the neighborhood? Is the house in a flood zone? You can actually check that by going to www.floodfind.com and of course Google Earth the property and do the 3D walk. You can even look into many HOAs beforehand because they will give you the website of the HOA. So you can go through beforehand and see how restrictive or how cool this HOA is and if they're going to let you do things that you're going to want to do to the property. Once you are under contract, the sellers are going to hand over a disclosure, which is basically going to reveal in a detailed report the history of everything that's gone on with the home that you're about to buy since they've lived in the house. When you do your home inspection, the inspector is going to scope out the roof. He is going to check for mold. They will test all the built-in appliances. They will do an extensive check on the exterior of the home and decks. They're going to look at the foundation. They're going to see if there's any moisture seepage, any leaks in the home, and the overall condition of the home. Now, you also will probably want to get a radon test done, which a radon test can usually take anywhere from 3 to 5 days, so that is something to consider and keep in mind when you have a very quick due diligence period. Now, if you end up finding something wrong with the property, you can always ask the seller to fix it. You can ask for a lower price, or you can ask for a credit and have it fixed the way you want it by who you want it fixed. Because other things that you may want to consider in your buyer due diligence period are the building and the zoning compliance. So if you are purchasing a condo, where is this condo? Is there another parcel of land for sale? Could that be a future development? And are you going to lose your view? Because maybe consider getting a survey on the property or seeing when the last time the seller had a survey done. Also, get a home warranty plan. This is going to reassure you that if anything breaks within the first year, such as your oven or your water heater, that these things will be repaired for you. And sometimes a seller will actually pay for your home warranty plan, and usually they run you between $500 and $800 depending on which one you choose. Make sure that you get homeowners insurance and title insurance. If you are a cash buyer, you need to get homeowners insurance on your own. You need to talk to an insurance salesman. Is this home you are purchasing, is it a deed restricted property? It's going to affect your appreciation if you are buying something that is in low income housing. Are there any special assessments or transfer fees for this property? Special assessments and transfer fees are huge in condominium complexes. Are you an investor? Are you going to be doing nightly rentals? Does this property allow nightly rentals? Does it allow long-term rentals? Is the property currently being rented out? Because then you're going to have to honor lease agreements. So you're going to want to see future projections, or you're going to want to see the rental history, or you're also going to want to see current leases that are actually in play right now. And you also want to see a copy of all those rental agreements and a property management agreement as well. You'll want to get an appraisal done. Now, if you are financing, that's already going to happen with your lender. But if you are buying cash and you are worried that you are overpaying, then you definitely want to get an appraisal done. Something else to think about is your utility services. Who is the water company? Who is the electric company? Who is the gas company? How much are your utilities going to cost? Is your water coming from a well? Is it public water? Is it irrigation water? Are there any geological conditions? Is this house built over an area that had past landslides? Is the soil contaminated? Are you on a fault line? You'll want to know these things. In Park City, we have certain area where our soil is contaminated. So you can actually go to parkcity.org and search soil ordinance. It's the Park City Soil Ordinance, and there are it'll give you a map and a zone of all the properties that are in the contaminated soil area. And it'll also let you know which properties are in compliance and which properties are not. You want to be aware of your property taxes. Are you going to be paying primary residence property taxes or secondary residence property taxes? Is this home energy efficient? Can it be energy efficient? How much would it cost to make it energy efficient? Does it have solar panels? Who owns the solar panels? Are the solar panels paid off? Is the seller going to pay off the solar panels at closing? Are you going to assume the payments on the solar panels? These are all things that you're going to want to investigate and know. One thing to remember is that we as agents are the source of the source for information. I am not a home inspector. I am not an attorney. I am not an insurance salesman. Well, that does it for today's video on due diligence. If you liked what you saw, please check out my channel for more informational videos, and I hope that you guys will give me a thumbs up, hit the bell, and please like and subscribe to my channel.